There's been a lot of news as of late about natural gas and the impact it can have on our area neighborhoods.
So tonight in Virginia Crossroads, we head to the National Forest to look at the impact of natural gas mining and what it might have on areas that are home to only nature. North Creek flows through the mountains of the Jefferson National Forest. At this elevation in the fall, it's more of a gurgling brook than a bold creek. Yet it's home to wild rainbow trout that have been reproducing in the stream for decades, and another trout species that's been here even longer. This fish right here is a brook trout. Look how beautiful the colors are on that fish. They're born in the stream, they're indigenous and native to this area, and they're very sensitive to changes in water conditions. And when people talk about protecting the streams, this is the fish they're talking about.
We promote responsible energy development.
Mark Taylor is with Trout Unlimited, a nonprofit that protects streams and rivers. Just as local homeowners have been turning out recently concerned that natural gas activities, pipelines, and an extraction technique called fracking will endanger local water supplies, Taylor and TU are afraid the same will happen to trout streams in the 1.6 million acres of the Washington and Jefferson National Forests.
We've started a new campaign called 10 Special Places, where we're focusing on 10 public land areas in the east and the central Appalachian region that we feel could be threatened by natural gas development.
It ought to be done in a way where we preserve our natural resources.
North Creek is number 5 on TU's list. It's certainly a special place for Jimmy Brew and his buddies who've been coming here hunting and fishing for over 3 decades.
You can come in here and spend the night and you see every star in the sky. It ain't people hollering, you don't hear sirens, you don't see buses going by and taxi cabs. And it's just, you know, it's God's gift, just nature itself.
Taylor says TU wants to work with the energy companies in the National Forest if and when fracking and pipelines come here in order to minimize potential harm to the streams, the wildlife that depends upon them, and the humans who enjoy time-honored outdoor traditions.
The time to be involved is now with that, to be ahead of it and not be reactive, to be proactive about making sure it's done the right way.
Like Jimmy said, God put it here. I mean, you take a little place like this, especially the old timers, you know, it's just big for them.
So
beautiful pictures.
As pristine as all of that is, surprisingly, fracking or any kind of mining for natural gas or petroleum is actually allowed in the National Forest, but right now there are no current plans for any fracking in either the George Washington or the Jefferson National Forest. But if they do, Trout Unlimited, as you heard in my story, wants sportsmen to be there and make sure that any damage is kept to a minimum.
All right.